In Melbourne,
Yeah, they got good food and friendly service.
That they do good things?
I know someone who works there.
Awesome.
No. No, because I'm not from here, so I have no idea.
I am a friend of the earth.
Friends of the Earth was founded in 1969 in North America. It went international in the early 70s. Friends of the Earth International was set up in about 74.
I was in a Faux Diamond Valley, and that was probably 25 years ago, and I've been involved in the anti-nuclear collective here at Faux since 1984, which is over 20 years now.
It grew out of North America and Western Europe into the rest of the world, so by the early 80s it was very strong in Asia, Africa, Latin America, and now it's in 73 countries. It's got around 1 million individual members. Always worked on nuclear power and nuclear related issues since we were set up in Australia in 71.
So we'll go and visit the Olympic Dam uranium mine at Roxby Downs, the Beverley Uranium Project in the Flinders, in the Gammon Ranges, and we go and visit environments that are affected by uranium mining.
We work also on a thing called the Barma Forest. We work with the Yorta Yorta people up on the Murray River. We're seeking protection of that forest and protection of their rights and enhancement of their rights as traditional owners of that country.
When I first started coming to Friends of the Earth, the food co-op was just in a couple of little rooms out the back, and now we've got a whole shop front, and we've got a cafe, and we've got a real door to the organisation.
We're the Friends of the Earth Food Co-op. We've been around for about 30 years. After a fundraiser there was bags and bags of food left over, which was split up and distributed amongst people, and then that started really a buying group, which eventually evolved into the co-op. In the cafe every day we make a lunch plate. It's a set lunch plate that we might serve about 60 meals a day. Society, we're increasingly moving towards more packaged items and, beautifully over-packaged items, which is fantastic to the eye, but environmentally obviously not ideal. So we have a low package, we promote low packaging, hence everything you see is in bulk containers. So everything you see is certified organic or chemical free.
The bookshop sold some second-hand books, and it wasn't as sort of focused on things as it is now.
Local books and local information, as well as activist and disadvantaged books. We've got environmental books, Aboriginal books, women's issues books. I really believe in it. When I first came down to Melbourne, I just found that Faux was providing so much information and such a vital community service, and it does survive on just people putting in their own effort. It wouldn't be here otherwise, and that's why it also has integrity, I think, because people are doing this because they care about it. No, I think this week must be taken care of. I can put it down for next week if you want to.
We work on trade issues, particularly the impacts of economic globalisation on average people, on working people, on communities and on environments. We work on climate change, particularly we work on the human rights dimensions of global warming. We work on forests, particularly around the issues of plantations and herbicides and pesticides use. And we also have a project called Eco Tibet, which looks at investment in Tibet, in Chinese-occupied Tibet, and we try and make sure that any investment actually benefits Tibetan people. Each of the campaigns we run will have their own meetings, so either weekly or fortnightly or monthly. Anyone's welcome to come into that.
You can be a volunteer and come in and help in the food co-op and in the bookshop. A lot of the work that's done down there is done by volunteers, and that's quite interesting, working with organic food and working with people who just love books, working with all those lovely titles.
That's one of the other thrills about working here. You just get to read books all day.
We've had a federal election late last year. The Howard government got back in with a renewed majority or an enlarged majority, and as of July 2005 it's going to have control of the Senate. Already we know that they're pushing through, and they're indicating they're going to push through what we would argue is a very conservative and a very retrogressive political agenda that's going to impact basically on people everywhere around the country.
We're going to have a lot of challenges in the next year, in the next 4 years, and it's very important that organisations like Friends of the Earth work in a network with other organisations concerned with environmental and social justice issues.
We have a local website, national and international, and most of our member groups will have websites, so you can find a lot of info about us online.